I think it's appropriate to talk about my own personal political beliefs, because I don't want people trying to guess where I stand, and then
Yeah.
and depending on where I stand, shutting the podcast off.
You know they will.
Well, I'm a conservative genetically, which is different from being a Republican. So, I mean, we can talk about, if you want, the genetic basis for these behaviors, but I'm a conservative genetically, so I tend to embrace the status quo, or at least a slower move into the future than others do. Politically, I'm a moderate. I do not. I'm sort of anti-ideology, because I think ideologies are traps. And with the tribalism, we're stuck in ideological traps now, where we have one group on the extreme left, one group on the extreme right that are the ideologues. And it's shocking to understand that in each of those groups, it's about 8 million people. So there's 16 million people completely controlling the government and the narrative of the operation of our country, which is wrong. And part of the reason they control that is because they are more vocal than non-ideologues, for example, independents, who don't really, there's no ideological focus that they get excited about. They believe things on both sides, so they're neutral. But unfortunately, the media trumpets the extreme views because it gets more eyeballs and ears listening to it and raises their advertising dollars. So this is a huge negative, because the narrative that's created for us as listeners and readers of news is really pre-focused